Gigabyte P57X V7-Cf1 Review. Design. Design-wise, this machine looks more home or business laptop than a top-tier gaming portable. The P57X is made from matte finished metal, with a modest speaker grille, small logos and white lighting. No sign of RGB here. In fact, the only color you'll see is in the form of some orange strips down the sides of the keyboard, alongside small accents on the hinges. Build quality is reasonable, too. There's slight give in the wrist rest and base, and the screen is the only weak point. Its slightly flexible metal is not a terminal problem. It's just as sturdy as the Aorus, and the 3 kg Gigabyte does this while being 200 grams lighter than its stable mate. Performance. The GTX 1070 is exceptionally quick. Its 1080p averages of 77 FPS and 112 FPS in Tomb Raider and Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor are smoothly playable, and that latter score is a few frames quicker than the Aorus. The Gigabyte didn't struggle at 2560 by 1440, either. It ran Tomb Raider at 58 FPS and Mordor at 92 FPS, with the Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor result matching the Aorus. It handled GTA 5's very high settings at a solid 60 FPS, too. The GTX 1070 even ran some games at 3840 by 2160. Its 51 FPS score in Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor is 1 frame faster than the Aorus, which indicates that it will play many games at this demanding pixel count. Screen. Its peak brightness level of 428 nits is huge, and too bright for anyone to use sensibly, and that means the black level of 0.65 nits is also high. The contrast ratio of 629:1 is mediocre, and similar to the Aorus. That creates a lack of depth across the entire spectrum, and underwhelming black tones. Some shades might look more gray. That's not the only area where the two panels are similar. The P57X's color temperature of 70–18K isn't far from the Aorus, and that's a tad cool. The average delta E, where a smaller number means better accuracy, of 3.79 is middling, too. At its default settings, the P57X is bright, but it lacks depth. Thankfully, there are ways to rectify this. The native color mode improves the delta E to 0.52, while leaving every other result the same. I prefer dialing back the brightness to around 150 nits, which improve the contrast to 833:1 and the delta E to 0.57. Battery life. The P57X's 76 Wh battery is smaller than the 94 Wh unit in the Aorus, but the two machines offer similar longevity. In the standard benchmark, which loops a light work test with the screen at 40% brightness, the Gigabyte lasted for 2 hours 57 minutes, just 4 minutes longer than the Aorus. That's hardly a surprise. The P57X has a smaller battery, but it doesn't have the power-hungry overclocked processor of the Aorus.